What's up guys, Boogie back again. Welcome back to the channel. So guys, today's videos, I have a couple of videos that I'm going to be going through with you guys. And the first video, man, this lady is going to be talking about how she broke up with her husband after they had a baby. But what's very key and very important in this video is the fact that she held herself accountable, was able to reflect and realize that, hey, listen, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have broken up with my husband, especially having a newborn baby, because now that's a new, single mother household created. But the fact that she was able to hold herself accountable, that's very rare these days. Because usually when a man and woman split up, some women usually blame the guy. They forget that they did anything wrong in the relationship. They just blame the guy. You feel me? They blame the guy. But to see a woman holding herself accountable is very refreshing. And personally, it gives me hope for the dating and family structure and relationship going forward. I know there's so much craziness in when it comes to dating in 2025 and 2024 and the years before. But just seeing, at least we have one. We got one, boys. We got one lady finally to hold herself accountable. Without blaming the husband. Was the husband perfect? Of course not. But at least she held herself accountable for why the relationship ended without blaming the husband. But without further ado, let's get into it.
What is up with so many people having children, and as soon as they had these kids, or before these kids is even walking, really, they breaking up?
My dumb ass did that stupid shit. And you know what? It was a huge mistake. At that time, I was very, very masculine, right? My husband, he's my husband now. He's the father of my two kids. But when we first had our first son, I did it and I broke up with him as soon as we had our son. Our son was maybe like 2 weeks old. I did it because the reality is I was filled with so much trauma and I did not value a two-parent household because I never came from one. So I didn't care about it. I felt like the kid would be okay. Like, he cool. He don't need no father. I'm the mother and the father. Wow. Being extra as hell, right? I was prepared to do everything on my own. And once you have that baby, not to mention that was both of our first babies together. So
did you hear what she just said? She said, I'll be the father and I'll be the mom. Where have I heard that before? Yeah, that's right, from other women. But where did they learn that from? From women before them. So this is what we call generational curses. This is what we call indoctrination. This is what we call learning. This is what we call breaking down the family structure. That way the kids, your kids and the kids after you will carry on the same structure because they never saw a dad. They only saw a mom who was being a mom and a dad. Now, in this instance, as soon as she had the baby, she breaks up with the guy, feeling like she will be the dad and the mom. Like, I mean, I don't even want to blame her, but I believe it's subconscious. You know how they say when people go to jail, to prison for a long time, they call it rehabilitation, but they say people who have been to prison and then they come back to the society, they are more likely to go back to prison or to commit another crime to go back because they are used to that kind of mindset. Their mindset has been indoctrinated. All they know is being a criminal. All they know is being in those four walls, being locked up. It's sad, man. And I can guarantee you other women think like her.
I had no idea what postpartum was. He had no idea how to deal with a woman that was going through postpartum, that was emotionally unstable and all over the place. So he just kind of was like, he was done with it. He didn't understand how to deal with it. I didn't understand what the fuck I was going through. And I threw in the towel. Not him. I threw in the towel. And I actually took his son away from him, talking about, I'm about to do all of this on my own, looking stupid as hell. And he was a good father. He is a good father. He was a good man. That's a good man, Savannah. He's a damn good father, damn good provider. And he wasn't going for that. He was not going for that, y'all. When I tell
Can you imagine how many good men women leave because they're emotional or they're going through something, rather than being, hey, talking to the guy, hey, I'm going through ABCD, how can you help me? Having that communication, they straight go to let's break up. They make the guy the bad guy. They feel like if they break up with the guy, they will feel better. But for me, this is bigger than even just postpartum, because this to me is really indoctrination. Because some women go through the same, but do they just break up their families? No, they don't. They sit down, the husband finds a way to help the wife. They come together, because it's not like every couple that every time the woman gives birth, that she just goes through some emotional trauma and then breaks up the family. Are there women who even go crazy and delete babies? Yeah, but majority don't. But looks like in the black community, because there was no father, because she said it at the beginning. Right now she's saying it's postpartum, but in the beginning she said, in her own words, she never grew up seeing a family structure. She grew up without a father in the household. So guess what? When she has her own baby, she wants to be the father and the mom, in her own words. Man, we need to do better in the community.
He told me straight up, you're not taking my son away from me. If I gotta fight you tooth and nails in the court, I don't give a damn. I will show up He wasn't like no deadbeat. I don't give a fuck about that baby. Fuck her. It wasn't like. And the only one that called me out on my bullshit was my sister. She was like, "You making a huge mistake doing that. He don't deserve that. That baby don't deserve that. Hell, you don't deserve that." You know what I'm saying? She was the only one that told me, "Sis, go back and figure it." And with time, you learn.
Now that's a good sister. That's a good sister. I think blood sister. Because I can assure you, her friends, if she told her friends, hey, he treats me bad, I'm gonna leave him, her single friends would tell her, leave him. He's the issue. You'll find another one. The grass is greener. That's how they big up themselves. They never call themselves out on the bullshit. So I'm happy and I'm glad that her sister was able to show her the way and be like, hey, listen, sister, you are making a big mistake. Because what hurts me is her decisions were not only going to affect her, but now they're going to affect the child, because she's saying she grew up with without a dad in the household. Now she's breaking up with her husband. Now guess what? Once the kid grows up without the father in the house, what are the chances the child will do the same thing? Man or woman, boy or girl, if they grow up with without the father in the household, they are more likely to do the same thing, to live in dysfunction in a broken household. And I've said it so many times, most of us, the decisions we make when it comes to relationships are because of the trauma and the dysfunction we saw in our own household. Whether it was our parents fighting each other, mom and dad are fighting, arguing in front of the kids, sometimes getting physical. Whether it's the mom breaking up with the father and then bringing multiple men to the house. Whether it's the dad leaving and never coming back. Whether it's the mom bad mouthing the dad, trying to turn the kids against the dad. We saw that growing up. Guess what? Our kids, the kids that we are going to have or we have, are more likely to get some of those traumas from us, because we are failing at building families and sticking together, and then we're going to pass on to our kids, and those kids will pass it on to their own kids, and then the dysfunction continues. But if we have people like her sister who can check us, that's a good thing. But at the end of the day, we also have to check ourselves and hold ourselves accountable, because no matter how much her sister was telling her you're making a big mistake, if she didn't have self-awareness, she could have just said, no, you're wrong, sister. I'm right. He's a douchebag. I'm leaving him. Because so many women do that. They have people who hold them accountable, but they fight back. They're like, no, you're wrong. And they break up their families.
Each other. You mature. You understand the importance of respect. You understand the importance of love and bringing a child up in a healthy two-parent house. And last but not least, you might not be compatible. You realize you're not compatible for him, or he might not be compatible for you, and then you both come up with the same lame ass excuse. Oh, he switched up, she switched up. No, you just didn't take the time out to really get a chance to know each other. You know what I'm saying? So y'all rolled around in the sack, created a life, and don't give a fuck about it. Neither one of y'all don't really give a fuck about it. Now you just bashing each other all over the place, bashing each other on the internet. It's just so immature. So that's my take on it. That's my 2 cents. I don't know.
She made a good point. I think we need to take time to vet and find out if the person that you're spending time with really understands communication, and just to sit down when you guys run into issues, because there's no relationship that's perfect at all. But if every time you guys run into situations and issues, disagreements, you can't sit down on the table like adults, like mature people, just to talk about it, then more than likely when the kids come into the picture, because sometimes couples are okay when there are no kids involved, but once kids get involved, now their attention is diverted to trying to take care of the kids. Then the disagreements come up, then they don't know how to handle the disagreements, and then eventually they break up their families. But anyway, man, shout out to this lady. It's always good to see a lady who holds herself accountable. Now, I can guarantee you, there are women who don't like the fact that she holds herself accountable. There are women who don't like the fact that, she didn't blame her husband. There are women who don't like the fact that she says she was the issue, because it makes them look bad, because they know in their heart of hearts they were the issue in their broken up families, in their own personal lives. But anyway, shout out to this sister. I'll definitely link down below her TikTok. It's a long name, I can't even say it, but I'll put it in the description. All right, so next up we're gonna be obviously Kendra G again. And why? Because Kendra G always has these ladies who have crazy high standards. And you can see in this title, 68 years old, she has no kids, never married, but she's saying, listen, I may be 60 years old, 68 years old, almost 70 years old, but I need a provider, and he's gotta wait for sex, and no sex till marriage, but you gotta be paying my bills in the meantime. All right, let's get into it.
Yes. Hello.
60.
Huh? Yes, I'm here. Can you see me?
We got to see you in the camera, honey.
Here?
Okay, put the camera in your face, mama.
Can you see me?
Look at me. I don't know what you're looking at.
All right, hold on.
I'm looking at you.
No, look at. Okay, don't look at the TV. Look at the phone.
I have a tablet. Yes.
Hello?
Hello.
Are you
Huh? Yes, I'm here. Can you see me?
We got to see you in the camera, honey.
Here?
Okay, put the camera in your face, mama.
She's 68 years old, still trying to date. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I could be wrong, but chances are she also didn't grow up with her parents, and all. Her parents were never married either, because they would have been able to tell her, hey, listen, at 68 years old, you should be with your husband by then. You should have been with your husband at least 20, 30 years by now. But 68 years old, still out here dating, trying to look for a man who's probably in the same small bracket of men that even younger women want. So she's competing with younger 20-year-olds, 30-year-old women for the same kind of man. Because I'm sure she wants a provider. But let's listen in.
Can you see me?
Look at me. I don't know what you're looking at.
I'm looking at you.
No, look at. Okay, don't look at the TV. Look at the phone.
I have a tablet.
Okay. You got. Okay, your fingers covering the.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm a little nervous.
Okay, how do you pronounce your name, mama?
Cordelia?
Corgia? How do you say?
Cordelia, Cordelia.
How I
Cordelia.
pronounce how I pronounce it?
Cordelia.
Cordelia. Cordelia, you
Yeah.
gotta make the camera in your face, baby girl. You got anybody around that can help you do this? Okay.
Hey, Nisha, come over here and help me do this camera in my face.
Man, this is sad. 68 years old on the internet looking for a man. Like, what were you doing for the last 40 years? This is crazy. Because she's competing for the same man as the women who are 20 years, 30 years, and 40 years old. Because they all want the top 10% of men. I can guarantee you she doesn't want an average guy. But I can also guarantee you a 68-year-old man doesn't want her. It is what it is. Otherwise, she would have one because there's so many out there. This is sad, man.
Can see she
Turn the music off, please.
okay, first call, let me turn the TV off. Oh my gosh. Can you let me
Okay,
see?
that's better.
She said that's better. Okay, I'm
Can
trying
you
to
turn the TV off, please?
yes, I will.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the
Okay.
YouTube channel,
Wait
like
one
the
minute.
videos.
This is sad, man.
Okay.
No, you gotta turn off the background noise, please.
I'm cutting it down now.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now.
All right.
Can you
Okay.
see me good now?
I can see you good now. Cordelia?
Yes.
Cordelia, how old are you, love?
I'm 68.
68. Okay, what you do for a living?
Oh, I'm disabled and I'm also retired.
Okay, you retired. You have any children?
No, no children, never been married.
Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Libra.
A Libra. All right.
Yeah,
So we got Cordelia, 68. She's disabled and
68.
retired.
Right,
Say
right.
again.
68.
68.
68, I guess.
68. Oh, where are you calling me from?
Philadelphia, PA.
Philly in the building. So we got Cordelia, Philly, 68, retired and disabled, no kids, never married, and is a
Right.
Libra. Put the camera
Yeah.
forward. Tell me, okay. What kind of man you looking for, Cordelia?
A man that's oh man, let me let me think. I had a religious man, a man that can take care of a person that's has integrity. He's a sweet person. He I'm a little nervous. I'm so sorry. Uh he believes in God. He walks with the Lord. He talks with the Lord, and he know how to treat a woman.
Okay, what's your deal breakers?
Oh,
Man, this is sad. She's naming the same things women half her age name. She has a list of the same things women half her age name. And I guarantee you, men who are 68 years old, like her, want way younger women. It is what it is. Like, it's sad. I would be sad if my mom, 68 years old, is on the internet looking for a man to take care of her, a man who's a man of God. Like, this is sad, man. This is what happens when a community doesn't put emphasis on marriage when you are young.
oh, liars, cheaters, um, men that don't know how to treat a lady. Um, a man that just is not, motivated.
Man, not motive. He got to be motivated.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Should he look a certain way?
No, just be pleasant and, that's it.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
No.
Okay. You don't care about your money. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
I can guarantee you in the last 30 years, because she's 68 years now. So in the last 30 years, when she was 38, from 38 to 68, she has met some good men. She has friend zoned some. She has sabotaged some. She has met all the good men God would be able to give her. Like sometimes we gotta be honest with ourselves and be understanding and feel some kind of empathy for God. She has met some good men, but she let them slip away. This is sad.
I gotta stand all the way back.
We got you, Mama. Cordelia, when was your last relationship, baby?
3 years ago.
3 years ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
3 years ago.
Years ago. 3
Yes, I,
uh,
I was a virgin until I was 44. I met someone I did have a relationship with. Fast forward in 2019, we met up again, first man, and we got together, but somehow he just, he's still a friend, but he's not, he's not for me. Not like that.
Okay. So that's
This
the
is
only man
sad.
you ever been with?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so that's a wrap.
And I'm
All right.
looking for somebody to put a ring on my finger this time. Yes, I would love that. I've never been married.
So you're not gonna have.
So she just wants the wedding. She just wants the ring. Not because she's marriage material, not because she's wifey material. She just wants the ring as a status symbol. But in 68 years old, you've met some good people, some good men. I can guarantee you God has sent some good men your way. And if at 68 years old you haven't found anyone, you got to look in the mirror and be like, okay, what did I do wrong? Because you can ask for all the men and have a list of what the man should have. But what do you give to that man? Because he wants something too. So now that's when you look in the mirror and be like, okay, I'm 68 years old. I've met some good men. What did I do wrong? Self-awareness.
Have sex unless you get married?
Exactly. That second man is going. They're gonna have to wait until marriage. Yes.
Okay. So the man we requested now
Wait, go back to that.
has to
Say
wait
no
till
sex
marriage.
till marriage.
Man is going. They're gonna have to wait.
So you're not gonna have sex unless you get married?
Exactly. That second man is going. They're gonna have to wait until marriage. Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So the man we requested now has to wait till marriage.
Yes.
Okay.
Because see, I am religious and I'm, living in that faith that he should be, to recognize that this is what I want and what he should want as a faithful man that believes in the Lord.
Now, all things God is possible. Let me ask you this though: if you don't meet a man that's willing to marry you before sex, are you fine with just going the rest of your days with no man at all?
Exactly. We could be, friends, but it won't be nothing else. It would just be, to that point.
Okay.
I think I have more chances of becoming the world's richest man than her chances of finding a man who's going to wait till marriage at 68 years old. I'm not kidding. I have more chances of being richer than Elon Musk than the chances she has of finding a man to wait till marriage at her age. I think so.
Okay. There you have it. That's the standard. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Let's see the self-awareness.
Well, my brother tells me I don't listen.
There you go. There you go.
Let me think.
Unruly. Masculine, huh?
Wait a minute. I don't listen.
She doesn't even know.
I'm what do they say? I had the 3 flaws already together before
At 68 years old, you should have looked in the mirror all this time and figure out the things, the reasons why the good men that you met in all your life left you alone. One, you don't listen. I mean, who's surprised by that? And your own brother told you that. So I can guarantee you all the good men you were with, you wanted to control them. They would be like, hey, baby, let's do this. And then you fight back. You don't listen. Oh, you're like, no, let's do this. And then the back and forth.
But I didn't know I was going to wind up on here. Let me see. I'm a procrastinator at times, and I'm too trustworthy at times.
That's not a flaw.
All right. And why would a
Yeah.
man be lucky to be with you?
Because I'm a rare person. When I do love, I love from my heart, and yes, I love from my heart, and I would make a good wife, I'm sure, because I still know how to cook. I like to travel. I like, just to be a companion is a great thing, for the
She's naming everything younger women name. She's saying word for word things women in their 20s and 30s name. So why would a man who's 60 years old older pick her over a younger woman? Especially because at 68, I don't think she can have kids, right? So why would I need Kendra to start asking, what would you give that man? Something unique.
for that perfect person that God has for me.
God already
Well,
sent you
you
that
are a
man.
sweetheart, Cordelia.
Thank you.
What's the age range you want to date? You're 68.
Maybe 60, 60 to 68.
Okay, 60, 68. And should he be in Philly?
God damn.
He can be in Philly, or he could be, wherever he want to be. As long as he come to me, I'm not going to him.
There we go. See? So he's supposed to come to you, take care of you. You don't even listen. So how is it ever going to work out? So now you tell me how. Now she says she has no kids, so she has no grandkids. But I guarantee you, if she was ever to have her kids, she would have transferred the same mindset into her kids, and then the generational curses, trauma keep going on. Because that can get, chances are 99% her parents were not married either. So for me, all I'm seeing is her generation, the generation before her, made her be who she is right now. I'm not taking any accountability away from her, because she could have learned to, how important family is, to listen, and how to work with a man. But I'm just saying, this is deeper than her. This is larger than her. This affects all of us, because so many of us grew up in and are growing up in single mother households or single parent households where we have not seen the family dynamic.
You gotta come
Because
to
I've
you.
been
All right.
raised that the man is supposed to come to the woman, as far as a relationship is concerned.
So she has princess complex at
Well, let's
68
do it. We
years
got
old.
Cordelia in Philly, 68, retired, no kids, never married, is a Libra. She's also disabled, she told us. No sex till she gets married, waiting for a man to put a ring on it. And if you don't put a ring on it, y'all could be friends. But she's not opening up that cookie jar unless only man can get into the cookie jar is her husband.
What cookies are still in there is a real question.
Exactly.
Okay. Cordelia, are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Is it spelled like that right there?
Excuse me?
Do you spell your name like that?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Spell it for me.
This is sad, man.
C-O-R.
I got it. That's my fault.
Mm.
Here she is. Okay. That's
All
how you
right.
are.
That's me.
That's
Yeah.
her. This is Cordelia. All
Yes, it
right.
is.
60 to 68, fellas. 60 to 68.
Man, oh man, this is sad. This is
Don't
Mhm.
play
bad.
with it. She's
I
in
feel
Philly.
bad.
Okay, Cordelia. Marriage
Mhm.
only. Ooh,
Exactly.
okay. Well, listen, you are a sweet soul, and I'm wishing you nothing but the best this holiday season.
Thank you, and it's a pleasure to talk, be able to talk to you. It
Cordelia,
helps my
okay.
heart. Yeah,
Say it again.
I said it's a pleasure to talk to you. It fills my heart.
Aw, you definitely are a very sweet woman. Cordelia, do you have a cash app?
Yes, I do.
All right, I
Do
don't care about all that. I just want to go to the comments because I'm sure the comments are going to agree with everything I just said. Let's go. See, I was right. The first person is like the title is depressing. Lord, please don't let this end up. Don't let this end up. I think he meant don't let this end up to be my story. I agree. Like no person on earth, unless you just lost your husband or you lost your wife at 68 years old, but she's never married. No person at 68 years old should be on internet looking for a partner because the people younger are looking for the same kind of man that she's looking for. Look at this. Uh she's and this is a woman saying this. She said the man has to come to me. She's 68 years. To my young ladies out there, stop waiting for the bigger, better deal. Stop passing up great guys who are under 6 feet, don't make six figures, and don't dress the way you are. Get out of the house. Open your mind, open your heart to new possibilities for your life. Give yourself a chance while you are still young. I agree. Like even at 68 years old, she doesn't even want to invest. Don't even be like, okay, I found a man. I'll put in some effort to take a trip to see him. She still wants the man to come and do every single thing at 68 years old, man. Let's see. Another woman says, if I'm single at 68 years old, I'm going to write it out single. I agree. If you're still single at 68 years old and all the relationships you've been in have failed, you either look in the mirror and fix you or just stop looking because you had so much time. And this person says you gotta plan to be old when you're young, start exercising, eating right, and drinking water in your 20s, 30s. Yeah, I agree. And this person says, let's be honest here, a 60-year-old saying no cookies until marriage, if you know what I mean, as if you'll be bombarded with it after marriage, is the silliest thing. I agree. It's not like she's gonna be wanting to do the deed every single day. So a guy waiting is probably a guy. I mean, she may find a guy who is not interested in having any type of intimacy or romance. Some guys who are older in that age bracket, some of them may have erectile dysfunction. So a guy like that could work for her. All he needs is, companionship, but he's not interested in intimacy because his junk doesn't work anymore. But anyway, man, shout out to Kendra G. I almost finished the video, but I'll just, link down below her channel. You guys go check it out. She has some good content. But next up, man, Azori's Lapif. We're gonna be talking about these ladies. They want to be the men in the relationship. They want to be the leaders. They want to be they don't want to submit, and so on and so forth. So let's get into it.
Why most women have problems with their men, ultimately what the relationships break down, is because women want a man that's better than them. But then they act as if they're equals when they get that man. That man is not your equal. He's better than you. Because women don't date down. They want to date up. So how crazy of an oxymoron is it? How crazy of a conflict is it? When you got two objects that's trying to occupy the same space, that's the definition of an accident. You got a woman and she's trying to put two thought processes in one mouth. She's trying to have two thought processes come out her mouth. You have to be better than me, be taller than me, stronger than me, smarter than me, make more money than me, but somehow we're equal. How?
It was somebody that said something in there as well about like, what about what she wants? I don't know any man that's married or they care for a woman. I don't know whatever their relationship status is, where he doesn't listen to the things that she wants. I just don't see it happen. Like, I'm pretty sure, as stern as Will is, I'm pretty sure that he does listen to his woman. Same thing. Go ahead.
As a married man, I listen to what my wife wants. I take in consideration the things that she asks for. But so long as it intersects with my purpose, my vision, and the direction that I want the household and our lives to go in, it's totally fine.
I think what this guy pretty much just summed up is some women want their cake and be able to eat it as well. So they will say they want this kind of guy, tall, money, blah, 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 blah. But they don't want that guy to have any, how do I say it? So they want the guy to cater to her on her own terms. You feel me? It's like, come in, pay my bills, because that's what I want. Do this for me. Don't check me. If I do something you don't like, don't hold me accountable. It's like, I want you to bring everything, come take care of me. But remember, you cannot hold me accountable. You know, you cannot tell me what to do. You cannot be mean to me. But when I'm mean, I expect you to be kind, caring, and forgiving. Just, in other words, just take care of me and let me be. So that's having your cake and being able to eat it as well. But you can't have both. You either have a guy who's a leader who's gonna hold you accountable, take care of you, but he's gonna hold you accountable when you mess up. Some women don't want that. They want a guy who's a leader, a provider, taking trips. They want to live in the Disney fantasy where they can have a guy who gives her everything, but he never says nothing about her, never holds her accountable at all.
I consider it, but just because she wants it don't mean that it's always going to be on the table or in the cards. It literally has to intersect. And if it doesn't, she understand that I'm going to say no. I'm going to decline it. And she got to be okay with that. And we communicated that before we got married. So we had that understanding.
I just want to say that if I don't have an understanding, I'm going to ask questions. Now, if he makes logical sense, like Lapeef said, and if what I'm doing is interfering with he's like, look, this been off, you've been acting like this, I don't need that right now. I can't handle that right now. I'm seeing how this is affecting you. And you ain't doing your job at home, cool. I'ma quit.
Can I give
like
y'all?
I said, but I need to have an understanding on why you're telling me this.
Hold on real quick. Let me respond to her real quick. I've been in that situation with my wife. She didn't have an understanding of what I was trying to communicate to her. I made a critical decision and I explained it to her one time. She didn't understand it. I said, look, at this time, you probably ain't gonna never understand this, but you need to be able to exercise your ability to compromise and be cooperative.
So yeah,
I need you to do that.
So Di, there's nothing wrong with asking questions to gain clarity, to understand what someone is asking or trying to convey. The question is, let's say he cannot make it make sense. You do not understand it.
Are you going to follow?
Well, let me back up. Is he your leader, or are you his leader, or are you guys leading each other? That's the first.
God should be leading him and I should be following.
She didn't answer the question.
Is he your leader, or are you his leader, or are y'all leading each other?
God is our leader.
She didn't answer the question.
Okay, so he's not your leader.
My God, like how hard is it to answer such a question? She doesn't want to agree that the man is her leader. Like she finds it that hard to. That's what I just say. Like they want a guy to have the money, to be a protector, to be a provider, to be caring, to be understanding, to have a game plan for the family, but she cannot even admit that the guy is the leader. It's like have all these accolades that I want you to give me, but I can't even say you're my leader because you don't lead shit. So it's like, why would a man take that deal for, especially in a marriage setting?
I want him to be, yeah, he is my leader. But this is the thing. Hold on.
It took her that long.
Leaders also makes mistakes. No man is perfect. That's what I'm saying. So
I'm asking you.
Okay, I'm just making sure. So yes, he's leading.
Damn.
Yes.
Check this out. I'm gonna give you the breakdown, right? I need to first understand what his role is in your life. So he's your leader.
Yes.
So let's say your leader.
Yes, he's my leader.
Like we don't need the caveat. He's either your leader or not. Whether he's wrong, whether he's right, is he your leader? But oh no, so he's only a leader when he's doing right. But as soon as you don't like something, he's not your leader. This is what I just said. Like they want you to be a leader and provider and protector at all times. But when something goes wrong, now you're not a leader anymore. If there's something they don't like, now you're not a leader anymore. Wow.
Yeah.
Don't put the caveat on it. He's your leader. Whether he's following God or not, you allow him to be your leader.
No,
right?
I'm making sure he's following God first, then he's my leader.
Okay.
I don't want to spend too much time on that. Okay.
That's what he do.
Hypothetically, he's a man of God and he's your leader. Go ahead.
So if he's your leader and he explains something to you that doesn't make sense to you, that doesn't mean it doesn't make sense. You don't understand it. Do you acquiesce or do you push back because you don't understand it?
She's gonna push back.
Depending on the severity of the situation.
Told you. Like she can't answer a question straightforward. That tells me how masculine she is. That tells me how disagreeable and how much it will be a headache and the back and forth in a relationship with her. Because she can't answer straight questions. She always has to do this. Like her communication is so bad. Like I don't know how any man would be able to put up with it. But some guys love that kind of toxic. Because for me, that's toxic. If you can't be straightforward, that's toxic to me.
Problem. Because that man can affect, because at work, you ladies do what's told, what's expected of you, whether you understand it or not. When it comes to the law, you do what you're told, whether you understand it or not. It only comes when it's your man, because your man is not your head. For most of you women, your man is your equal at best.
Yep.
And that is a problem because we don't let we don't let someone on the same level as us dictate to us or lead us. We may bounce
I ask questions. I can ask questions to my leader. If you feel like you can't, just like we ask questions to our president every single day. If I'm going to ask the gang, I'm asking questions to gain clarification, just not for you to give me an answer and say go with the answer. Well, I still need clarification. And like I said, if it makes logical sense, which you decide to look over, then cool. Now, if he's in a state where he's like, man, I can't explain this right now, and he's going into details and he's explaining to me how severe, like how Darwin had to explain the severity of the situation to his wife. If I love this man, I've been with this man, we married, I'm going to quit my job because he needs me. That's what he's telling me. He needs me. Regardless if I'm not going to be able to gain an understanding now, but I am going to want just the type of woman I am. I want to make sure my man is cool. I'm going to want to gain an understanding.
Okay. Before I go to Ash, and I got another video I want to play, but let me get a mirror in there.
So it goes back to what I said, that they want you to be a leader in the household when it benefits them. So let's say, hey babe, where are we going to live? Then she wants you to be a leader and be like, yeah, we're gonna live here. Hey babe, when are we paying the mortgage? When are we paying the rent? They want you to be a leader when it benefits them, because now you gotta pay the rent. But when it comes to you, to what you want, I'm like, hey babe, can you help me just clean up my shoes real quick before I go to work as I get ready? then they don't want you to be a leader. They want to do it when they want to do it. So in other words, they pick and choose when you will be a leader, but they expect you to still pay all the bills, protect, provide, be nice, kind, all these lists they have. And that's not fair to any man. Will some guys take the deal? Yeah, but that's because they don't know any better.
And I see what she's been thinking just so far. I'm not sure how much you've heard, but
Yeah, I'll go fast because I want Ash, because I know Ash is trying to get in. Married woman here. Do you think that I all the time agree with what my husband is doing? No. I mean, it doesn't always work that way. Example. He bought a property that I thought was a bad decision. I implored him. I said, please do not do this. This is a waste of money. We don't need to be spending on that. We can invest that into something else. My husband said, I'm getting the property and you're going to see. You'll see. Who am I to tell him, no, I'm going to close the funds. I'm going to call the bank and make sure you can't do it. No, I don't understand what you're doing. So I'm not letting you do it. I'm going to be a speed bump in what you're doing just because I can't understand where we're going with this. I'm going to be a speed bump and a hindrance. No.
And a headache.
And then at the end of the day, now we have people living in that property and that's bringing in money to us. So, I mean, sometimes you just have to trust. And that's one thing I think a lot of women here don't. Trust is a big thing.
But the issue is, sure, they don't trust their man. I can give you that. But then they get in relationships with those same men and then they're complaining about those same men. But I think what it is, from outside looking in, the reason they get in relationships with the men they don't trust is because those men are providing a utility, whether they're paying bills, attention, taking care of the kids, whether it's just for sex, whatever the reason is, they don't mind getting in relationships with those guys because those guys provide a utility, even if they don't trust their leadership. Because why would you be in a relationship with a man you don't trust? That you can't even be like, he's like, hey babe, we're going to do this, but you got to fight him all the time. If you got to fight him all the time, eventually your ship, since he's the captain, or you think you're both captains, at some point it's going to run into an iceberg and it's going to collapse. It's going to sink.
Okay, Ash, when it comes to money, let me just say, I'm not good with money. I would trust my man with my money, but we were specifically.
That was just an example.
Yeah, but we were specifically talking about me stopping a career that I genuinely love. I'm not doing it for money. I will give my man all my money and he'll tell me the budget, how much I can spend. I'm not doing it for the luxurities of it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, there's a better example for you. A better example as for working. Same thing with me. I had to stop working too. I had my career as well. And my husband made me stop working too. So I even had that same situation happen with us too. Exactly the same. And I didn't want to stop because I wanted to work, because that's what I went to school for. I went to law school to do my career. My husband said no. And what am I doing? Trusting. And I'm still
alive. Once I talked to my husband, he told me the severity of this, but I will also let him know if it's something I love, if this is not something I'm just doing, I would want to express myself too. Just tell him like,
yeah, but if he says no, you're not going back to work, stay home, take care of the kids, I'll take care of the bills. You are still going to fight him, and probably you'll go work anyway because he can't really tie you down like and just like hold you hostage. But it goes to show the difference in the mindset. You can see the Middle Eastern woman is saying, my husband told me to not do ABCD, and I listen to him. She's saying, even if he tells me, I'm going to talk to him and let him know that that's not. You see the difference in mindsets? Because the way she thinks is how her kids are going to think, and then how those kids will make their kids think. And then it goes down the family tree with, the dysfunction in the family tree. But for her, she has a mindset of, this is a marriage. If I chose this man to be my husband, I'm going to follow him. She's like, even if you're my husband, I'm going to fight you every step of the way. And that's why the results are different. She's married. She's a single mom. It is what it is. But anyway, man, shout out to Lapif. Fascinating video. What do you guys think about that? Comment down below. All right. Next video, man. This lady So this lady is a single mom. As you can see, this is her, TikTok. I'll put it down below. She's a single mom. You can see the hashtag she uses on her videos. But apparently, a guy dumped her, after, seeing and talking to each other for a short time. In this video, she's complaining how the guys she likes do not like her. But then we're going to do 2 videos. And then in the second video, she complains and says the guys she likes don't like her, but she has the good guys she friend zones. All right, let's get into it.
And you guys can say whatever you want, but after my last video, like, I put things out here because I really thought like women would pick it up, but everything in the comments is a lot of guys, and like most of the comments are hurtful and like probably unnecessary, but whatever, it's the internet. But I don't think like you have the whole picture of who I am, what I've been through. I was in a 6-year relationship with somebody. They moved from Florida to Arizona with my boys and I a year and a half ago. 3 months in, he went back to Florida and he never came back. And so I dealt with all of that for a long time. And then I told myself that I was ready, like I was healed and I was ready to like let someone into my life. And I because I'm new to Arizona and stuff, I was like, well, I'll get on a dating app. So I did, and I met this guy, and it was great. Like during my healing process, I knew like exactly what I was not willing to take from my past relationship and accept, and what I was looking for in a partner, and somebody that would be good for my boys too, because they're younger. They still have quite a few years in the home. So this person was great, and our energy matched. He reciprocated the feelings. I actually was like feeding off of his energy. And then on a random Tuesday, literally a random Tuesday, he decided I wasn't for him, and that broke my heart because I had gone through like all of this healing, and it's like, why do people heal just to be hurt again? So
First of all, I like the fake tears, the crocodile tears, because so many women do this online to get sympathy. But the issue is they never tell the whole story. She's not telling us why a man would leave such an awesome mom of boys and just leave and never come back. You need to tell us exactly what led to that point. You can't make it out seem like you're such a sweetheart who has never killed a fly, who has always been good to him. You've never disrespected him. You've never called him out of his name. You've never called him names. You've never raised your voice. You listen. You cater to him. You didn't say any of that. You are telling us your side of the story. We need to know why a man would just get up. Now, at least he's not the father of your kids. He's just a guy you just met dating. We need to know why a man you met woke up one morning, left you, and never came back or even talked to you. We need to know. You cannot just paint the guy to be the bad guy. Give us the full story. But I bet you she's not going to do that. She's going to act like a victim to make men look bad.
I feel like I'm like on the downward hill of turning 40, and like I'm a genuinely like good person.
There you go. I'm a genuinely good person. We know no one is perfect. Tell us the whole story of what you did to the man. Because if he came out to tell his story, he would probably say all the crazy shit you be doing to him, how you be talking to him crazy. Because a good person to me is a person who would say, he left after we had an argument, I didn't listen to him, I did A, B, C, D. But you are saying he just left. No man, no matter how much he likes to, at least he'll go cheat and he'll come back. But no man just leaves a good woman just like that, out of the blue. That can't happen. At least he'll go be with another woman, but he'll come back. He won't just leave because he knows a good woman is a good woman. But for you to come to the internet, tell us how you are a good how much you are of a good woman, without telling us, without even holding yourself accountable, because we know you are not perfect. So tell us exactly what you did to the man to leave.
It just hurts that, like,
Crocodile tears.
I just don't know why. Like,
She wants
I
attention.
always get hurt. I always get like the short end of the stick because the person like that went back to Arizona or back to Florida, they're thriving, like doing well. They're dating somebody else, and
You're the problem.
me, I'm like. So I think I just need to like work on being okay being alone.
No, I think you need to work on holding yourself accountable. You need to work on self-reflection of what you did wrong or you do wrong in your relationships. Because you can only control yourself. You can't control other people. Look in the mirror and be like, hey, I was dating this guy. He just left. But before he left, we got into an argument and I said A, B, C, D, which I think at that point it wasn't nice. So maybe in my next relationship, I shouldn't do this. Or maybe I lied, so maybe in my next relationship, I shouldn't lie. That's holding yourself accountable. Just being single without fixing the things you need to work on will carry, even if you stay single for 10 years and then you decide you want to go back to dating. If you think you're perfect and not working on the things, on your weaknesses, it will be the same story.
It's just hurtful. And so I know from like other people's videos that there are people feeling the same way. And so I just share and I'm vulnerable.
You just want attention, and that's
like
okay.
Hurtful, hateful comments, but anyways.
And it gets better. So after she made this video, she made another video where she says, in her own words, that she has actually good guys who want her, who do everything for her, but she friends on them. Let's get to that.
That asked a question: why are guys that I'm interested in not interested in me, and guys that are interested in me, I'm not interested in them? And I asked this because I was very frustrated in that moment, because I am still like getting over a guy that I was seeing in the fall that hurt me really bad. It was going so well, and then he blindsided me, like totally blindsided me, and that hurts and it still stings really bad today. But then I also have a very good guy friend here in Arizona that he would drop everything for me, and I appreciate that and I love our friendship. But he has flat out said that he just wishes that I saw him as more of a friend, because he thinks we'd be perfect together and get married and live this life.
Okay, so previously she was crying because a guy left her and never called her, left her out of the blue and never called her again. In this video, she's admitting she actually has a guy who really cares for her, but she's friend zoning him. Do you see the cognitive dissonance? So she's going after guys who actually don't want her, but she's on the internet bragging about having good guys in her friend zone that she just uses for attention. So when a guy sees that, he's like, why should I be a nice guy? Because clearly nice guys finish last, like the guy who's in the friend zone.
He also called me yesterday and he's like, I have a surprise for you. I'm like, okay. He's like, this is for you and your neighbor. Okay. He said, I know you're going to Moria Malin in the summer. I got you and your neighbor a hotel room for the night. Now, I probably should think this is very sweet and generous, but it's kind of like just too much for me. Like if I was dating this person and they did that, it would be so different. But as a friend, it's just like trying too hard. And even if I was dating you, like not seriously dating you, but dating you, it might give off like trying too hard vibes.
Wow.
So I didn't say that to make it seem like I'm too good for people, because I've never had that mentality that I'm too good for people or whatever.
I mean, you're friend zoning a
I
good
say
guy.
that because I'm just still trying to process like losing someone that I really liked, and then I have someone that likes me, but I don't reciprocate those feelings. Like, he's a great friend and I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. And
Wow.
I just have like brother vibes with him. So
Wow.
that's why I posted that.
I mean, if this isn't testament to the whole nice guys finish last, because if he has any self-awareness, he would know. He is doing more for a woman who doesn't want him than the guy she wants. The guy she wants they don't want her. They don't do half the shit the guy in the friend zone is doing. This is crazy. This is bananas. This is why they say you should like people who like you. This is it. Because the guy is doing all these things for her and she doesn't even care. She doesn't even appreciate it. And she's saying he's doing too much. So what message does this send to guys? So apparently when you do too much for a woman, she doesn't like it. She's actually disgusted. So you need to do the bare minimum, because I see women complaining about how men do the bare minimum, but looks like when you do too much, they don't appreciate it. When you do too much, they're going to put you in the friend zone. When you do too much, you come off as cringy, as sassy, as a brother. But I can bet you she has brothers, and I've never paid for a hotel for her. She has real brothers. This is crazy, man. Dating in 2025. If you think 2024 was crazy, it's getting crazier. The next 5, 10, 15 years are going to be absolutely crazy. Anyway, man, what do you guys think about that? This is crazy, man. We are living in crazy times. All right, so the last video here is of this guy. Man, I saw this title and I was like, what's going on? This guy has 15 kids from 11 women, and he's looking for the right woman. You know, because how many times we try to criticize single moms who have like 4 kids by 4 different men looking for the right woman, for the right man to be a stepfather. But this guy needs to wake up from whatever Disney fantasy, La La Land he's on, to think that he's going to find the right woman after having 11 women. Now, I don't know if this is true. He was on Kendra's G show, but we're going to get into it and see if it's true, because this was crazy.
I can't see your face. Are you driving?
Hey. No, I'm not driving. Hold on for a second. Yeah, here she go, bro. Hold on 1 second.
Who's this for? You or somebody else?
Here you go.
Oh, Cole.
Hello?
How you doing, Miss Lady?
How you doing, sir? Bring the camera down so we can see your face. Bring the camera. I gotta see your face, babe. Hello? Are you looking for love?
Yeah, you see me?
I can see you.
Look, you gotta bring it down.
Are you looking for love?
Yes.
Okay, maybe take the hat off so we can see your face better.
Yeah.
Okay, get the camera situated, boo. Bring the camera down. There we go. What's your name, sir? What's your name?
My name is Carman.
Carman?
He looks mad.
No, Quentin.
Quentin?
Yeah, Quentin, yes.
Quentin. Okay. Quentin, how old are you?
50.
50. Where are you calling me from, Quentin?
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta, Douglasville.
ATL. Do you have any kids?
Yes.
How many kids?
About 15. Yeah.
You have 15 kids? Bring the camera down a little bit so I can see your full face. By how many women?
11.
11 women.
Wait. Go back.
Give me all the kids. By how many women?
Wait.
Kids? Where are you calling me from, Quentin?
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta, Douglasville.
ATL.
Yes.
Do you have any kids?
Yes.
How many kids?
About 15. Yeah.
You have 15 kids?
Yes, ma'am.
Bring the camera down a little bit so I can see your full face. By how many women?
Uh, 11.
11 women?
11 women.
Yeah.
Give me all the kids' ages.
They all
I need
grown.
all the ages too.
My older one is 36.
I need all 15 ages.
I don't think he knows, man. 15 is too many.
They all behind this
36,
shit.
34.
Yeah.
He got twins, 32.
I got a lot of them.
Little twin, he 29. Then he got another set of twins that's 27.
Wait, another man knows his own kids' ages more than he does. Like, this guy doesn't give a fuck. All he was doing is fucking. Whatever he had did, it seems like 11 women liked it. But I can guarantee you those women now want the good guy who doesn't just want to make babies. They want the good guy, but clearly this guy is a pookie, if you know what I mean. He's a pookie. Damn.
Then
By me telling you this and giving you all the ages and all that, it's like I'm.
that part of
Well, I asked everybody, bring the camera down. I have to get all the ages. Because that's
He
how
doesn't remember.
From there, we see how close, and you told me 11 women already, right?
Yes.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 so far. So there's
then it's two more sets of twins.
What's the
You got 24. You got 24. So that then
Out of each of these women, I got 4 by one woman, 3 by the other one.
just just finish the count. Just finish the count, bro.
The guy
So
can't.
you at the 24-year-old, right?
Okay. Well, okay. What's the youngest? What's the youngest child?
The youngest 20. The youngest 22.
22. Okay. So you have 15 kids by 11 women.
Yes.
Have you ever been married, Quentin?
Never.
Yes.
How many?
He did?
Many times?
One.
One. So 11 women, and you only married one.
Yes.
So Quinn,
Man, for me, what hurts me is so many women would choose this guy, the Pookie, over a guy who has no kids because he makes $50,000 a year and because he's such a good guy. He's a nice guy. They would choose this bad boy who has 11 women, 15 kids over a normal average day working guy because he's 5'8", because he's not 6 feet. That is the truth, man. Today's dating world. Unbelievable.
11 women brought your child or children into this world. You couldn't settle down with any of those 11 women?
You in a new place in life.
I'm at a new place in life now, ma'am. I don't want to explain myself about my past life. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a new place in life right now.
Where the place in life you at right now?
I mean, I'm a changed man. I mean, if I want to
man.
go back and I was a gigolo, pimp player and all that right there, then, I mean, I done changed, so I'm not trying to talk about the past. You know everybody got a past life.
Oh, you was once a gigolo.
I mean, everybody got a past life, baby. You feel me?
Well, we're just trying to understand. So you were once a gigolo?
I mean, you balance it all out, baby.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Thank you.
Quinn, what do you do now? What's your job?
I fix cars, sell cars.
Fix cars, sells cars?
Do insurance claims, yeah. We got a big shop.
So you fix cars, sells cars, insurance claims?
Do insurance claims. You know, I got a lot of jobs, baby. I got pressure washing business, landscaping business. I'm an entrepreneur.
You're a what, honey?
Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. Okay. Good job, Quinn.
Damn.
Quinn,
This is bad.
Quinn, what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Cancer. Now this is Quentin. He's 50 years old. He's in the ATL. They had 15 kids by 11 women, married once. The one woman that you did marry, does she have one of your children? Child?
Yeah, she got 2 of them.
She got 2 of them. Okay. He had a past. He don't want to talk about the past. But now he fixes cars, he sells insurance, and does insurance claims. What kind of women are you looking for, Quentin?
This is gonna be interesting.
Look with somebody who down to earth, that listen, that we're gonna build something together. Communication,
Build what together? My man, build what together? You already built 15 kids? Seriously. We talk about single moms this, single mom that, but come on, bro. You already built 15 kids. What else are you building? What else are you trying to build? You're trying to get the 12th baby mama? And what hurts me the most is because those kids grew up without a father in the house, because it's by 11 women, so they were not in the same house, obviously. The chances are they are going to grow up, especially the boy. If matter of fact, the girls themselves, the chances are because he was never in the household, they are going to emulate what the dad did and what the moms did. Because the first woman, I could give her a pass, but the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, they should have seen he already has so many kids by different women. I should have joined the bandwagon, but they didn't care. Maybe he had some money, maybe he was a pimp, like he said, whatever it was that made other women want to have kids by him after he already had so many kids. Whatever it was, maybe he was a tall gigolo, whatever it was. I blame those women. But like I said, the kids get to suffer because they are going to pick up on that, because now they're adults, and I can guarantee you some of them, the girls, are probably also already single mothers, and the boys, his sons, already probably have multiple kids by multiple women as well. Generational curses, generational trauma, it goes on and on.
Everybody don't got communication skills no more.
Everybody what?
Don't have communication skills.
Nobody has communication skills. Okay, Quinn, now I'm gonna have you respond to this because you are a dad to 15. Are you involved in their lives?
Yes, I am.
So
I got most of my kids on what I'm on.
Say what?
One of my sons got a car lot.
One of your sons has a car lot.
All my kids doing well. I got them on what I'm on.
You have all your kids on what you're on?
Yeah, business,
Business.
Having your own business, One of my sons sell cars just like I do. Buy and sell cars. One of my daughters is a dentist. I took care, and the rest of them mechanics. I took care of all my kids.
So what'd you say to a woman that's concerned that you have 15 kids?
I mean, one thing about it, my kids grown. And when I meet her, she got to meet my kids anyway, because they're going to tell it all. My kids represent me.
She's got to meet all your kids?
Yeah, that's mandatory, especially my girls.
This is crazy, man. This is bad.
What's some deal breakers and the type of woman you looking for?
What you don't like? I mean, I just want a friend that really just, you know what I'm saying, that want to have a good time, that, that wants something in life. You know what I'm saying?
You want a friend that wants something in life?
That wants something in life, somebody to guide them, to guide me. We can help each other. We need somebody to grow with. I need somebody to grow with.
Bro, you're 50 years old.
I think I was too many people and everybody, got the wrong intentions. You know what I'm saying? Usually this way.
Bro, you're 50 years old. Already had 11 women. You could have chosen from one of those 11 women to grow up with someone. Like, I'll even give you 3. Let's say the first woman wasn't it, the second woman wasn't it, the third woman wasn't it. Right? You had 11 more after that, rather 8 more after that, to make a choice for someone to grow with. You still failed. I don't even want to hear about, oh, they were not good women. I don't care. It was 11 of them and you. You are the issue. We are cooked. This is crazy. Because this has been normalized so many times. So much that the kids who are growing up think this is normal and they're going to do the same thing. Broken households, broken homes, single parent households, single mom households, and guys like him who have so many kids with different women. Because I guarantee you, from all those 11 women, the chances are they also didn't have a dad in the house. I can guarantee that. I can put my arm on that. The 11 women who had kids with this guy, they didn't have a dad in the household as well. I can put money on that. Because, like I said, I can give him the first one. But the ones who came after, they could have seen he already has kids with other women. I shouldn't have his kids. But they did. That's because in their house, there was no dad to tell them better, to teach them better. Anyway, man, I'm not even going to watch the whole thing. I'll put down below the link to Kendra's G's channel if you guys want to complete this. I'll go through the comments just to see how much they roasted him. But this is what I was saying. A woman says the fact that 11 women signed up for this is very concerning. That's what I said. I'll give the first woman a chance. Maybe even the first 3. But the next 8 women who are like, this is the man of my life, let me give him more kids to populate the earth, they have an issue. This is crazy. This guy has been, this lady says, this man is 50 with this 36-year-old child. He's been making babies since he was 14. And I can guarantee you, he also didn't have a father in the household to teach him better. And this guy said he wants a woman with communication skills, but he couldn't communicate himself. I agree. This one says, so I didn't finish the whole video, but sounds like he has $100,000 in child support. That's crazy, man. Anyway, man, shout out to Kendra. Link down below. Till next time, peace. Crazy.